Sall Grover, an Australian founder of a women's-only app called Giggle, has found herself in a legal battle after being taken to Australian federal court by a man who claims to be a woman. The app was designed to provide a safe and supportive network for women, offering services such as roommate matching, freelance work, emotional support, lesbian dating, and finding friends. However, the app faced backlash from trans activists who infiltrated the App Store and Google Play with one-star reviews, accusing the app of being transphobic. The controversy escalated when a man, Roxy Tickle, who claims to be a woman, attempted to join the app. Despite the app's onboarding process using AI to determine the user's gender based on a selfie, Tickle managed to get through and subsequently filed a human rights complaint against Grover for alleged gender identity discrimination. This legal battle has forced Grover to raise a significant amount of money to fight for the right to maintain the app as a female-only space. Grover explains that the app's female-only policy is essential to provide a refuge for women in the online space, where they can avoid harassment and connect with other women. She emphasizes that the app's purpose is to create a supportive network for women, and allowing men who claim to be women on the platform would defeat the app's purpose. The discussion delves into the broader societal implications of the legal battle, questioning the reasons behind the opposition to a female-only app. Grover reflects on the challenges faced by women in online spaces and the importance of maintaining female-only spaces for women's rights and empowerment. She also highlights the absurdity of the situation, where an app for women is questioned and criticized, while other niche apps and websites, such as religious-based dating apps, are not subjected to the same level of scrutiny. The conversation also touches on the broader implications of gender ideology and the impact on women's rights. Grover expresses her concerns about the legal system's intervention in defining gender identity and the lack of evidence-based arguments to support the claim that a man can be considered a woman. She criticizes the Australian Human Rights Commission's intervention in the case, stating that their submission lacks factual evidence and relies on assertions rather than evidence-based arguments. She highlights the potential consequences of separating sex and gender, such as allowing individuals to change their gender based on behavior and appearance. Grover believes that the concept of gender has complicated legal matters and created societal unrest. She argues that gender should not be a part of the law and that the focus should be on protecting sex-based rights. The conversation delves into the legal case Grover is involved in, where she is challenging the inclusion of gender in the sex discrimination laws. She explains that if she wins the case, it could lead to gender being removed from the laws, reinstating sex as the defining factor. This would have implications for female-only spaces, sports, and rights, as well as the freedom of belief and speech. Grover also discusses the challenges she has faced in raising funds for her legal battle, as she has been kicked off payment platforms due to her stance on gender identity. She emphasizes the importance of the case and the potential impact it could have not only in Australia, but also in other Anglosphere countries. She believes that winning the case could embolden other countries to reevaluate their gender identity laws. The conversation also touches on the broader societal implications of the transgender activism movement, including the impact on women's rights and freedoms. Grover highlights the need to protect democracy and fundamental freedoms, which she believes are being threatened by the prioritization of a specific demographic's feelings over basic rights. She acknowledges the support she has received from people around the world and emphasizes the importance of men and women coming together to challenge the current state of gender identity laws. Grover believes that the fight for truth and freedom will ultimately lead to the protection of women's rights as well.